Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tanishta and today I'm back with another creepy story. So today I'm going to tell you guys about an mysterious island, and it is such a mystery that in front of which an entire country had to surrender, like an entire country. And those who tried to take a challenge and prove that there is no such mysterious thing on that island, they had pretty bad consequences after that, and many of them didn't even make it back from that island. You can understand, right? How mysterious is that? The island is Poveglia. It is one of the many islands in the lagoons of Venice, Italy, and it is one of the most haunted places in the planet and also one of the most evil places in the world. The dark history of the island began during the Roman era when there was plague all around, and the island was used as an isolation center for the people with plague. They were sheltered there, separating them from the general population. And basically, for that reason, the walls of that island have seen a lot of agony, heard a lot of cries. And centuries later, when the Black Death hit Europe again, this island came in role, and dead bodies in huge numbers were piled up and they were either burned or buried in the soil of the island. As the plague tightened its grip around Europe, everyone started to panic, and anyone with slightest sign of sickness were taken from their homes, pleading, kicking, and screaming to the islands of Poveglia. And the authorities were so mean that these humans were not taken there for treatment. They were placed on top of the piles of rotten human flesh, those who were already dead, and then these people were burnt along with those dead bodies. Children, women, sons, everyone. They did not differentiate between child and a grown up. They burnt everyone and left them to die in agony and pain. Like, can you imagine how much the burning flesh? You are alive and you are burnt. Like, that is so horrible. They did not even wait for them to die. They were just burnt alive with along with other rotten humans who were already dead. How much cruel is that? Can you even imagine? Like, I get goosebumps every time I imagine that. I cannot hope for anyone to go through that. And at the end of all this, the island became home to 1,60,000 dead souls. The soil of the island, along with charred remains of human bodies dumped there, have created a sticky ash over the island, and a thick layer of sticky ash. And the soil of the island is basically human remains now, and many times, along with waves, bones comes washing off to the shore. Like, if I saw that, I would pass out. That is just horrible. I cannot even. Oh my god, I'd never want to see such things. After that, it just gets worse. In 1922, this island becomes home to a psychiatric hospital, and this hospital had a very impressive long bell tower. Pay attention to the bell tower, okay? It has roles to play. Patients of the hospital immediately started complaining that they would see plague victims there, and that they could not sleep at night because they could hear sounds of tortured victims and agonized souls coming from the walls of the hospital. But since they were mentally ill by books, nobody took their words seriously, like nobody gave any ear to that. And to add to the pain of this poor patients of that hospital, one of the doctors decides to perform experiments on them to somehow bring out cure for mental illness. Lobotomies were performed on these patients by the use of crude tools like hammers, drills, and some of them were taken to the bell tower and tortured so that others could not hear their screams and all. And after years of performing this evil, inhuman things on his patients, that devil of a doctor began to see the spirits of the plague victims himself. It is said that they led him to the same bell tower he used to torture his patients in, and then he was thrown down from the bell tower. The sister who saw him falling said that he did not die after the fall. The fall did not kill him, but while he was lying there full of pain, a mist came from the ground and choked him down to death. Creepy. Anyway, many of them believes that it was a suicide, but maximum of them say that because of his bad deeds, the souls of the plague victims decided to kill him, which was good actually, nothing to feel bad for him. It is also said that the doctor is now bricked in the hospital bell tower, and on a still night, the sound of the bell can still be heard even after the hospital was closed. The doctor did not leave the hospital. Oh my god. The Italian government owned the island for some years, but then it was sold, and the owner was the last person to try and live there. But he ended up abandoning the island in the 1960s. And recently, a family wanted to buy the island and build a family home there, but the family left the island on the first night of their stay and refused to give any public comment as what happened there. But it is said that from other sources, people came to know that the daughter of the family, the couple's daughter, her face was cut open and she had to take 14 stitches to get it back together. Like, that is horrible if that really happened, and that is the reason they never wanted to go back there or even buy it. And in present day, Poveglia is uninhabited and tourism is strictly prohibited. Like, there is always police inspection going on. If there is anyone, it is very strictly done that no one even can go there, but many of them can still manage to go, the polices are not that strict, I guess, but many of them ended up going to that island, and some of them even stayed there for a night, but all of them left that island scared to death because of what they have sensed and felt there. Some of them even said they saw stuffs like the spirits, the doctor, the bell. One report from a misguided thrill seeker who accidentally ended up going to that island said that after he reached the island, the hospital, inside the hospital, a disembodied voice, like a voice with no body. No, he didn't see a body, he just heard the voice, a voice out of nowhere. That voice ordered him to leave the island and never come back. And he said that he was so scared for his life that he ran and he would never go back to that place and not even near to that island. That is scary. Like, I'm getting teary eye. I cry when I'm scared. Do any one of you cry when you are scared? This is weird. I always find it weird, but I don't know. Whenever I get scared, I hear horror story, I always cry. So anyway, after all these incidents and everything, all these scary stories, the place is still closed to tourists, but the Italian government has put up 100-year leash on that island, and anyone who wants to buy it can buy it. But I don't think anyone is going to buy, because now the veterinarian people believes that an evil dies on that land, means an evil dies anywhere in the world and wakes up in Poveglia. That is what they believe. So I don't think anyone is going to buy after what happened to all these people who wanted to live there or even visited there. Half of them didn't even return back to the mainland. This shit is scary. There are also many articles written about this island. In my description below, I have linked one such article. If you guys want to know more about it, you can check it, you can read it. It's a very good article. This is the story of Poveglia, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and got chills just like I did. And if you guys have suggestions for the next video and the next story I should tell you guys, please let me know in the comments down below. And please like and subscribe to my channel and show some love. Bye.